Hey everybody. Well, it's getting closer and closer to Halloween. Actually, what I'm going to do a video about is something that happened one time near Halloween. I did a video on it last year, but it's such a good story that I like to tell it again for those of you who may not have seen it last year. Uh, uh, I had a blind date one time, and this was right before Halloween. And we had gone to a fair. And we went through this thing. It was called, it wasn't called the haunted house. It was called the scary house. And you sat in a seat, and it would take you through the scary house, and things would jump out and grab you and everything else. But anyway, uh, so me and Dwayne went through this scary house, and things was reaching out and grabbing you and stuff. And I was just laughing hysterically. I thought that, that was a lot of fun to me. And So I hear this loud shrieking and screaming and stuff, and I'm just laughing because it was just so fun. And when we get to the end and we're coming out towards the light, and then they help you out of your seat and whatnot. And I was the only one in that seat, and he was in the floorboard with his hands over his head. It was so humiliating and embarrassing. We did not have a second date. And then me and my cousin Mike went to a haunted house one time, and I'm hanging on to his back. And it was real fun because you went upstairs and through these rooms and then back downstairs at the other end of the house, and then you come out. And I was talking about how fun it was when you stepped on that realistic rat and it squeaked and would run out from under your foot because it felt all squishy and stuff. But nobody knew what I was talking about. Nobody knew. So we went back to the haunted house and I didn't feel it again. So I must have actually stepped on a rat or a mouse. That was kind of traumatizing. But I used to take the kids through haunted houses and stuff when they were little, and it was always a lot of fun. And they got a place out here called Spooky Woods, and I would have liked to go on through Spooky Woods, but I've had such a cold and everything, and I didn't go. Uh, but they was just talking on the news a while ago about what was your most memorable Halloween costume. So what was your most memorable Halloween costume? I don't really remember any of my Halloween costumes except one, and I guess it would be my most memorable, probably not my favorite, but my most memorable, because that's the only one I can remember, was I think Casper the Ghost. Back in the day when I was little, and that's been a while, we had things, masks, but the masks then weren't really called masks, they were called funny faces. And it had the little string that you put around on the back, and you just put on your funny face. And I mean, basically, they didn't even come with a costume part. You put the face on. And so I remember one year, the only time I ever really bought a costume is for my daughter, and I dressed her up as the California Raisin. That's back when they were big, and she was a California Raisin. And other than that, they made their own costumes. They would just gather things from around the house and just basically make their own costumes. And it's a lot cheaper that way. I mean, if you got a lot of money to spend on Halloween, I guess it's all right. But you only go wear that costume one time. So, excuse me, I'm drinking my Swiss Smoky this morning out of my new coffee cup. Bought me a new coffee cup. You can see that at Walmart this morning. I had a blue one like this one time. Even though I'm not a big coffee drinker, I can only drink like 1 cup a day. And I don't drink regular coffee. I drink the international coffees. If I drink more than 1 cup a day, it makes me nauseated and real nervous. Even though the international coffees I buy them undecaffeinated. But sometimes if I drink more than 1 cup a day, it can give me heart palpitations and stuff, and I don't need that. But anyway, I had a blue cup like that at one point, and it's been a couple years ago. I've been wanting this brown cup for a long time, but I've been a little bit afraid to buy it. So I decided not to let one bad apple spoil the whole bunch, because the blue cup I had for a while, and I had poured some Swiss Mocha into it and started across my kitchen, and I kept hearing something pop. you know, and I've got the cup in my hand like this, and I kept hearing something pop. What is that noise? And I heard it again, and I looked down, and my cup was just cracking right down the side with all that hot liquid in it. And I was out in the middle of the floor, no place to set it down at. So I kind of had to hold it out in front of me, you know, and run over to the counter. But anyway. Yeah, and for me not to be a big coffee drinker, I sure do have a lot of coffee cups, and I don't have two coffee cups that match. You know, my dishes match, and everything in my house matches, but I don't have not two matching coffee cups because I like different coffee cups. I've got a coffee cup for Thanksgiving and Halloween. It's got a scarecrow on it, and then one of them's got the like the vegetable, what do you call that horned thing? You know what I'm talking about. And I have a couple of Christmas mugs, and then a couple of people, you know, for Christmas or birthdays or whatever, have bought me a, you know, a coffee cup with designs on it that I like. I just got all kinds of different coffee cups, and so. And speaking of gifts, I just have to say thank you to a Facebook friend of mine, Bonnie Puckett, for this necklace. It's a beautiful necklace. I hope you can see it good. Is that not beautiful? Let me hold it up here. That is just beautiful. She had, thank you so much, Bonnie. I was so surprised. And this goes perfect with my pink turtleneck. And the next time I do a video with my pink turtleneck, I'm going to wear it. But she had a picture of this on her Facebook. And I was looking at it, and I left a comment on there. I said, I adore that necklace. And so I was so surprised to get it in the mail for my birthday. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you very much. Actually, I don't even know if Bonnie watches these videos, but if she does, she'll know I'm thanking her, and I love the necklace. Uh, I've never met Bonnie. She's just a Facebook friend, but maybe one day I'll meet her, and that would be lovely. But I just love that necklace. Anyway, so leave your little comments and stuff and tell me what your favorite Halloween costume was, or if anything really strange has ever happened to you on Halloween night. I know it's Friday. Today is Friday. And Sunday night will be Halloween. I went out and bought my candy for my little trick-or-treaters. I usually have like 80-some trick-or-treaters, and so I remember one year, though, I only had like eight or nine trick-or-treaters, and I don't know what happened that year, but that was just bizarre. But so when I buy candy, I buy the candy that I like to eat. So if I have any left, if I only have like eight or nine trick-or-treaters, I'll have candy, you know, that I'll eat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, tell me your Halloween stories and what your Halloween costumes were, and anyway, until next time, bye-bye.